not Mackey and Judd.
Write this down.
This is the big leagues, where we own our terrible predictions.
Write that down.
And keep track of each other's batting averages. It's Write That Down.
Write it down. You like writing things down?
With Mackey and Judd.
Yeah, listen up, all you frauds out there. All you frauds that make predictions in the sports talking head realm and just hope that everyone's going to forget how wrong you were. Well, not on this show. The only show in America, this and our other daily show, Purple Daily, where we actually keep track of each other's predictions, hold each other accountable. It's called Write That Down. And it's presented this week, boys, by Whamatech. Whamatech can't help you with incorrect predictions, but they can help you with broken down phone tablets and laptops. And so maybe it's time you examine that big crack in your phone or the hinge on your laptop that's been broken for 6 months. Or maybe you were just mad that your favorite baseball team just can't score runs anymore. I don't know, maybe you chucked your device or something. I don't know how it broke. But to get a new one or a slightly pre-owned device, you don't have to break the bank. That's where Whamatech comes in. They source pre-owned devices directly and pass the savings on to you. They'll even buy your old device for cash. Buy, sell, trade in, whatever you need. Whamatech is here to help you. They're local, and they're online at whamatech.com. WAMATEK.com.
Real quick,
Write it
speaking
down.
of
You like
Whamatech,
writing things down?
so and Phil kind of alluded to this a little bit in the first segment. So I bought a new laptop. I bought a laptop to basically watch games because I can watch all these games on my laptop. And I want a new one so I can plug it into my television while I can still use my personal one, for tweeting and whatnot and just being up to date.
Some people might be wondering, why if you have a TV, why would you need to buy a laptop to watch things on TV?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I get games through my TV.
Right. No, sometimes I just like to really test the strengths of technology, right? Like I like to just really see what can I do with this laptop? I like to do things with that
Sounds
one.
illegal to me.
Well, let's just say the ways I watch baseball games are no longer permittable, and that laptop might be getting thrown out the window. So Whamatech might be helping me out here very soon, just after purchasing said new laptop.
So just to sum this up, all right, so Declan, the platform that Declan watches games, took away one of the league's slate of games yesterday, the day that he got this new laptop.
The day.
And so now you can watch. I mean, you can watch other leagues, but
Yeah.
So wait, you've lost access altogether?
Well, I have another way to watch the games. It's
I
just
wonder-
it's not
okay.
as helpful as the other way to watch the games.
Serious question. I'm curious. If I turn you in, what do I get?
I don't know
reward
what you're
of some
talking
sort?
about. You don't get anything. What are you talking about?
I'm saying if there happens to be somebody in, let's say, the cable patrol business out there, and I turn you in for what you are doing.
I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not doing anything. I'm not sharing the website. I'm not creating.
That's not the point. That's
my
not the
own
point.
thing.
That's not the point. You're skirting. You're skirting the technology that I'm not. I'm paying full price.
This is like when people get after people who are sharing, Netflix passwords, and this happens all the time.
And if I start to turn them in, what I'm curious is, could I make a nice little supplemental income?
Listen.
Hey, look, there are executive producers growing on trees. Okay, rewards for Judd. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there are.
I want Judd to know that I may also, for some of the games, also partake in the same platforms that Declan does out of principle, mind you. And so, Judd, you're walking down a dark hallway here, and we can't let you get too close to the room. Okay,
You're out of
Just
state.
Be careful.
Can't touch you.
Write it down. You like writing things down?
Declan's not out of state.
So here's how Write That Down works. Every single week, 3 predictions from everybody, and they must be quantifiable. We keep track of batting averages and home runs. And if you want to be part of the show, if you want to be a guest listener predictor, like Drew is going to be here in just a minute, you can send a DM to @PhilMackey or @Dex's tweets on Twitter, or hit us up on Instagram. Our DMs are open on both, and it's @the_Dexter for Declan on Instagram if you want to participate. All right, let's start out with the reigning, defending batting average and home run champion. Judd Zulgad is the Mickey Mantle, the Mike Trout of Write That Down. He may look like he's 80 sometimes with bad lighting, folks, but he is in his prime when it comes to Write That Down predictions. And he had kind of a rough week.
This is wrong. This is clearly wrong.
Even Mike Trout will go 0 for 4 with a few strikeouts once in a while. All right. So Judd said the Wild will make a trade for a center at some point this season.
Another oldie but goodie. Oh my God. I forgot about that one.
Judd, a couple of years back, said the Chargers will move back to San Diego by 2021. Unless that happens this summer.
Yeah, no. I completely forgotten about it. Yeah, that's off the board. Larry Brown's off the board. What's left?
Yeah.
Let me see some of the old school predictions that Judd still has here from long, long ago. We've been doing Write That Down predictions for like 6 years. You've got Arizona State joining the Big Ten Hockey Conference.
That actually could happen.
Good God.
That could happen.
That's an old but goodie too, yeah. Yeah, that
You've
could
got
happen.
the Carolina
Got
Hurricanes relocating to Quebec.
No.
Yeah, that's not going to happen
That's not
now.
gonna happen.
Yeah, that one could
5
probably
years
come
ago,
off.
I would have said maybe, but now.
Well,
now,
and
no.
5 years ago when I made that prediction,
Yes.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
You've got the kickoff being out of college football by the start of the 2021 season. We're going to keep that open for another 4 months and see what happens. But looks like
I'm
they're going to
shocked.
be kicking off.
I'm shocked that is not taking place yet. All right.
All
Let's
right.
keep going.
I also had a bad week. I
Old
said
Mac attack.
between next week's Write That Down and so the last week, I said Miguel Sano will hit 2 home runs and raise his batting average above 200. He had 1 home run, and his batting
111.
average got up to 100, but they just didn't really play any games, and then he hurt his hamstring, and here we are. So that was wrong. I said the Vikings will draft Tanner Morgan in the 2021 NFL Draft. Well, he officially practiced at some spring practice last week with the Gophers,
Yeah.
so I think we can take that off the
Speaking
board.
of old, he's like 74 now.
Well, he has a receding hairline and everything.
He's got no hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one didn't come off the board, but we flirted with it. I said Byron Buxton will avoid the injury list until at least June 1st. And, man, he came. I think if they hadn't had games wiped out because of COVID, I think they probably put him on the injured list. So I might have got lucky with that one. All right, listeners, a couple of these came off the board. Jared said Dean Henderson will be the next starting goaltender for Man United. All right, I did a little digging on this, and Dean Henderson has started like 1/3 of the games for Man United in the Premier League, and he started a bunch of non-Premier League games for them too. So we're going to give this
Dean
to
Henderson.
Jared.
Yeah, you don't know Dean?
That might be the least soccer
true.
name of all time.
Yeah.
Dean Henderson.
If-
Sounds like my mailman.
Even if you change it to like Hendrickson, I could like Dean Hendrickson.
Yeah,
I could see that
exactly.
being a soccer
Dean
player.
Henderson sounds like a backup nose tackle. Linebacker, right?
Dean Henderson.
Hi, I'm Dean
Big
Henderson.
dog. Gotta eat.
Yeah. Zim loves me because I'm Dean Henderson.
Manny Hill, representing the listeners, predicted that Kevin Fiala would represent the Wild in the NHL All-Star Game this season.
No All-Star game.
Correct. So that one's wrong. And then Declan had a couple rough ones here. He said Josh Donaldson hits his first home run of the season by today. And we missed this one last week, but Alex Kirilloff will be called up no earlier than June 1st. He was called up for a cup of coffee as an extra guy for a doubleheader, and so not the technicality you were hoping to lose on there, but
Sure. Yeah. No, I get it. Yep.
it does count.
Foul tip. Yeah, that's
nonetheless.
pop up. Yep.
And so with that, Judd Zolgate, all of our batting average is going in the wrong direction except for the listeners here. Judd's down to 421, still leads everybody, 1 home run on the season. Declan 325 with 2 home runs. Listeners up to 257 with no home runs.
All
and I am
right.
hitting a paltry 200 with just 1 home run.
Way to go, Miguel.
on the
Write that
season.
down.
Way to go, Miguel.
Well, remember that.
Career stats Judd with a league-leading 156 hits since we started tracking stats in 2018, 9 home runs. I am the home run champion, and I have 117 hits. Listeners, 97 hits, 9 home runs. Declan, 44 hits, 4 home runs. All right, Dex, let's get our guest listener predictor in the house here.
We got Drew here. Drew, what's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Drew, thanks for coming on. Are you here to what's your strategy? Are you Nelson Cruz today? Are you Luis
Henderson.
Ariz? Are you Dean Henderson?
Are you
New
Dean Henderson, the
goaltender for
keeper?
Man U?
I think I'm Miguel Sano today. I'm going to take some big cuts. We'll see if they connect.
So you're
I
just
hope
not-
you can. I hope you fare far superior to what Miguel's been doing this season.
So you're gonna leave. You're gonna leave the game after your first prediction, is what you're telling us.
Hopefully not.
All right, so we're gonna start with Drew, and we're gonna go around the room 3 times. Drew, Judd, Declan, Phil, and we'll do it up here.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
Fire away, Drew.
All right. For my first prediction, I think the NBA draft is pretty corrupt. I also think A-Rod is corrupt, so those two negatives make a positive. So write this down. The Timberwolves will win the number 1 pick in the NBA lottery.
Love it. Yeah, honestly, I think it'd be great for the league if A-Rod was sitting on top of just an upstart team, and the Wolves had all these young, fun players. Let's rig this thing one time. Well, actually,
I like it.
It would be like
Been rigged before, don't worry about
third
it.
time it's been rigged for the
Yeah,
Timberwolves.
it's
You like
been
writing
rigged.
things
Just
down?
not for the Timberwolves.
Well, I think the Karl Anthony Towns one might have been rigged. I don't know why the league wants the Wolves to be successful, but that's my theory. Okay, Judd.
All right. Yul Eriksson Ek will score the Wild's first goal of the playoffs this season.
Ooh, okay.
Eriksson Ek will score the Wild's first goal of the playoffs this spring.
Okay, what makes you think that?
Yeah.
I have a good
Score
stat.
some big goals.
Actually, I'll help
He
you out.
scores some big goals.
I'll help you out there.
Oh, Declan's going to come to my
No,
rescue.
I'm gonna help you out.
because I sat down and thought, that's a good write that down prediction. That's what makes me think that, Phil.
Yeah, no, I just saw this scrolling across my tweet deck, but Joel Eriksson Ek is tied for 4th in the NHL in even strength goals this season.
Wow.
Okay, there you
All
go.
of his goals
That's why.
have come on even strength.
That's why.
Wait.
What Dex just said.
You're saying he's 4th in the entire league in even strength goals?
Yeah, he's got like 14 even strength 5-on-5. He's tied for 4th.
Wow.
Joel Eriksson Ek is tied for
Yeah.
4th in 5-on-5 goals with the likes of McDavid, Marchand, Toffoli, Anderson with 13 goals. Yeah.
McDavid,
pretty amazing
McDavid and
stat.
Eck. You think of them just
Yeah, me too.
going
All the
back
time.
and forth
You
all the
like
time.
writing
Yeah.
things down?
Yeah. All right, Dex.
All right, with this great Twins offense, just scoring so many runs, I will say this. Between now and next week's Write That Down, the Twins will score at least 25 runs. So they play 7 games between, actually I think it's 6. 7 games between now and next week's Write That Down.
He's not
So that's
quite
an
sure.
average of 3.5 runs per game.
Bunch
They'll
of games.
score at least 25 runs between now and next week's Write That Down.
Okay. Little math involved here. Okay.
Yeah. It'll take a little bit of math on your part.
Okay.
Write it down. You like writing things down?
All right, write this down. I got a couple Twins predictions here, too. Alex Kirilloff will homer in a game before Miguel Sano's next home run. I think there's a chance Alex Kirilloff plays in a game before Miguel Sano plays in a game, just with that hamstring injury.
Are you
It's hard
saying
to-
the
hard to
Twins
slow
won't
down a
play
runaway
him a lot?
semi-truck?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm saying that I think the hamstring might put him on the
Yeah, I
injury
agree
list.
with you.
And
Yeah,
it might
of course
be
it will.
Kirilloff that
He's
replaces
not going to play for like 3 weeks now.
Write this down.
Rocco's very concerned about him. Rest and recovery.
All right, back to Drew, your second prediction.
All right, let's keep the Twins train rolling here. Josh Donaldson signed a 4-year, $92 million contract. Write this down. Donaldson will average less than 92 games a year over the course of that contract.
And okay, we're gonna have to probably wipe out the 60-game season, right? Or should we?
Do you want to
Should we just say
extrapolate
like
it?
a percentage of available games played?
Sure.
What? So
Let's
you
do
said
that.
you said 92.
Yep.
Oh, there's way too much math here, man.
That's like
No.
55,
Well,
60.
Phil can do it. Phil's good at math. I'm saying for me personally, I'm glad I'm not
good.
involved.
I'm good at math. It's called a calculator app on my phone.
Yes,
So 92 games out of 162 would be 57% of games. So you're saying he will play in fewer than 57% of games as a Twin.
Yeah, I like that.
Is that
Let's
fair?
do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Why?
That also protects you against, like, there's going to be a strike this offseason, and they're going to probably play 70 games next year if we're lucky. So this will keep that prediction on the board.
Write this down.
All right, back over to Judd Zulgad.
Not done yet with the Twins predictions. Jake Cave, my guy, will not finish the season on the Twins roster. Jake Cave will not. I'm going to will this to happen because when he's there, the temptation to use him for Rocco, and I don't know why, his long-lost son becomes too great. Jake Cave will not be on the Twins roster by the end of the season.
Jake Cave has a family, man. I don't know why you're so hard on. Jake Cave's just trying to make a living. He's just out there, just feeling the flow, playing Major League Baseball, and you just have to dump on him every single chance you turn on your microphone.
I feel like I've been actually very nice to him up till now, but the temptation to use him has become too great. And this whole we got all these options. Rosario's gone. We got Kyle Garlick. We got Jake Cave. You got nobody, okay?
Yeah. I think we love guys who look like they're hustling, right? We love it when guys are diving. He's diving. He cares because he's diving. It's like, no, he just gave up a triple for no reason.
Clutterbuck. Like, you think about it, here's the truth, okay? In this town, we love white guys who are gritty.
It's true.
I mean, that's just our thing. I don't know why that's our jam, but that's our jam.
Yep.
I was going to say Matt Tolbert. I don't think people loved Matt Tolbert, but he definitely hung on in the major leagues a month longer than he needed to because he looked like he was hustling.
Yeah. Drives me crazy.
Yeah. All right. Back to
Write
Declan.
this down.
All right, I just realized all my write that down predictions are going to make life hell for Phil making these making to
all
find
math?
these. So a little bit. No, this second one's math. The third one is more of just it'll be on a hunt for it. But this is my second one.
Okay.
There are 12 games remaining for the Wild this season. Okay. Here's my write that down. Write this down. Kaapo Kähkönen will start at least 5 of the remaining 12 games for the Minnesota Wild by season's end.
Okay.
So there's 12 games left
In the regular season.
in the regular season.
Yeah, that's not that hard.
Kaapo will start at least 5 of them.
Okay.
Okay. No, that's not. Yeah, we can figure that out.
Okay.
There's
Well,
there's
it's just taking a
websites
little
for
bit
that
more
type
work.
of thing.
This is
We'll
taking a
handle
little
that
bit more
one.
work. Yeah, no.
No, that's okay.
Write that down.
I could do that.
Self-awareness. Yeah.
All right, write this down. This one involves a little bit of math, but not much. I sense an offensive breakout coming at some point. A big crooked number for the Minnesota Twins to get the boys ready to rock for the season again. All right. So write this down. The Twins will score at least 7 runs in a game between now and next week's. Write that down. I almost said 10, but I'm batting 200 this season, and so I just need some hits to come off the board. So the Twins will score at least 7 runs in a game between now and next week's. Write that down. Write it down.
Write that down.
I like it.
All right, back to Drew, your third prediction.
All right, this is a Vikings draft prediction. The Vikings' first third rounder is at pick 78. And so I think sometime after that pick, between pick 79 and 134, they get a quarterback.
Okay.
So I'm not ruling out like a trade back or something like that. But between 79 and 134, they get a QB.
Love
Okay.
it. Love it. I think they have
Perfect
to.
sense.
I think they have to.
Me too.
Their backup quarterback, yeah.
I was watching Kellen Mond YouTube tape yesterday. That's
Yeah.
how all in I am right now. Now he has kind of a weird throwing motion that probably needs to be worked on, but no one's saying he would start at any point in 2020.
That's why you take him and you just stick him in the backup role for a while, right?
Yeah.
And you work with them. Certain guy in Green Bay who had that done. Guy played behind Favre. I forget his name.
Think about like how archaic that wasn't that long ago. I mean, it's like 15, 16 years ago that Aaron Rodgers got drafted, and they sat him for 3 years.
Yep.
3 years.
That's
And they're
'cause
doing
Brett
the same
kept
thing with
threatening to
Jordan Love
retire.
right now. But can you imagine drafting a quarterback in the first round and sitting on him for 3 years in 2021?
No, because it's a complete waste of the contract now.
Yeah.
Like he should be playing then, but 1 year I think is perfect. I think 1 year's perfect.
Listen, Drew, you've done an awesome job here. Since you've got this platform on Mackey and Judd now, would you like to thank anyone in your life that brought you to this pinnacle moment?
Yeah, I'd love to thank a couple people. My brothers, Alex and TJ, they're big Mackey and Judd fans who I'm sure will be listening today. They helped with a couple of these predictions. And then last, my mentor, Dr. Justin Sipla, he's a giant Vikings fan, and he loves to recklessly speculate everything Vikings with me. So I just wanted to thank him.
Yes.
So, and thank you guys for having me on. I had a ton of fun.
You are a reckless
Thank you.
speculator. Love it.
Wait a minute. Hold on here. So
What's up?
there's a medical doctor who has a doctorate in reckless speculation too. Not only is he saving lives, but he also loves reckless speculation.
I think so. Yep.
This is delicious. That's awesome. I love it.
It's very important, Declan.
It is.
FYI,
Wow.
it's very important. A doctor of RS is extremely important.
If we offered, we're always looking for new revenue streams here at Score North to try and keep this stream alive. If we offered a masterclass in reckless speculation, like a 5-part series in how to recklessly speculate, when to recklessly speculate, why you should recklessly speculate, and sold it as an e-course, what do you guys think?
You're sitting on a gold mine there. I'd sign up.
We might have to do this. We'll figure out a price point and we'll.
I
we'll
love
get
this
going on
idea. I love this idea because it is dangerous. Like people don't understand the danger behind this.
Yeah, you just want to make
It's a science. It's an art.
You want to make sure that you're recklessly speculating with the proper knowledge base and education background. So, all right, that's Drew, guest listener
Thanks,
predictor. We appreciate
Drew.
it, and we'll get you on again sometime, right, Drew?
Thanks, guys.
All right, let's wrap up the final round here with Judd Zulgad.
All right.
Allegedly.
Remaining on the baseball theme.
Wow.
The Yankees. The New York Yankees.
Yankees.
The Bronx Bombers. Yankees win.
Now
The
batting,
Yankees win.
Number 2 shortstop, Derek Jeter. Number 2.
To Jeter.
Number 2 shortstop.
The Yankees will fire Aaron Boone during this season.
Wow, dude.
Aaron Boone will be fired as the manager of the Bronx Bombers during the 2021 MLB season.
That would be a savage firing.
My guys are savages. That was one of the. That was so great.
Oh, that was a great one.
So I love the New York beat reporters too. They're just like they're the most entitled, empowered group of professional sports beat reporters. Like they think they run the team, and that's the way that they ask questions and treat the people they cover as if they are the owners of the team. And I love it. And
So
one of these guys asked Brian Cashman the other day, and this actually might have been on a radio show, and those guys speak in the same tone. They asked him, so knowing what you know now, are you willing to admit it was a mistake that you didn't add more pitching this offseason? Yeah. And then you had, I follow a couple different like New York radio station accounts too. And somebody called into WFAN's afternoon show and was basically demanding that the Yankees fix this by trading for Mike Trout.
That's how they're going to. Yeah,
love it.
yeah. They have. It's their right to go get Mike Trout.
Oh man,
love
that's how they think. We're sitting here and we're like, maybe they can add a fourth starter.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
Shoemaker looks like he needs to be. Okay, Declan.
All right, last one. Again, a little complicated here. It might be just tough to find, but I don't think so. I'll just say it. I'll just get out of his mouth here. Between now and the start of the next NBA season, there will be a credible website who revisits the 2020 NBA draft. And Jaden McDaniels will be listed as a top 10 pick of said redraft.
Okay.
So you know how like websites like The Ringer will do this, ESPN does it, Bleacher Report, Complex, like they always do. You know, they look at the draft 1 year later or over a certain time. So between now and the start of the next NBA season, there will be a credible website who does a redraft of the 2020 NBA mock draft or NBA draft, and Jaden McDaniels will be listed as a top 10 pick.
I like it. Yeah.
I totally see that.
Bill Simmons' Ringer podcast network actually has a podcast called The Redraftables where they do this.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if they go back that. I've only listened to I think the only episode I listened to was the 2009 Timberwolves passing on Steph Curry twice. I just wanted to hear, all right, what's their take on what the Wolves did? But yeah, I think you'll. I think it'll happen, and I think the question is whether he's viewed as a top 10 pick. So we'll see.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, and I'm looking for things that come off the board in the next month because I just need some hits here. So write this down. Anthony Edwards will have at least one more 40-point game before the season is over. Ant Edwards will have at least one more 40-point game before the season is over. He had a 42-point game, I don't know, like a month ago. So I think he's got one more in him. One more in him before the
one
season.
more 40-point game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there it is, boys. That's the write that down and accountability session of the week here. Don't forget football-centric write that down on Purple Daily every single Wednesday. And you can always just find all of the content that we produce, podcasts, videos, Judd's written work, alerts for breaking Minnesota sports news on the Score North app. It's free to download, and scorenorth.com. We won't be rapping with Royce on today's episode / on today's feed because he has to do Royce on baseball, which you can also find all of Royce's podcasts. So just if you're a Minnesota sports fan and you're not already visiting scorenorth.com and the Score North app on a regular basis, you're missing out. All right, boys. Anything else to add before we say goodbye here to Judd's bobblehead collection?
Blow up the Oakland Coliseum. Not with people there, just blow it up, though. When everyone's gone home, blow it up. Build a new stadium. What a joke.
Love it. All right, that's a wrap on today's episode of Mackey and Judd. We'll see you guys tomorrow.